Good evening and welcome to the BevCam Sports Network for preliminary round action of the MIAA Boys Division I Soccer Tournament. Al Visnick here with Chris Hemsey from Joe Walsh Stadium on the campus of North Andover High School. Chris, we're making our first road trip of the year broadcasting. A few distractions here with the PA system, and the teams are getting introduced right now. But great Friday night, sun setting, 6 o'clock, warm night, state tournament, nothing like it.
No, this is absolutely perfect. I know the boys are all, I was psyched all day, so I can only imagine that they're ready to play soccer because they've been thinking about this game all week, and it's an absolutely perfect night to play some soccer, see what happens. Should be a great game, too.
Should be, and both teams appear to be, at least by record, somewhat evenly matched. Coming into this match, Beverly is the number 35 seed. The North Andover Scarlet Knights are the 30th seed. Beverly comes in here with a record of 8 wins, 8 losses, and 2 ties. And the Scarlet Knights are 8-7-3, playing in the very strong Merrimack Valley Large Conference. Some noteworthy matches that North Andover has had is a 3-0 loss against St. John's Prep, who sits and waits at 11 a.m. on Sunday morning for the winner of this game. And their last outing of the season against the number 2 seed in Division I, St. John's of Shrewsbury, a 7-0 loss. But beyond that, things look like they're going to match up statistics-wise. The Scarlet Knights come in having scored 30 goals and allowing 27. And the Panthers have 27 goals for and 20 against. And we're going to take a pause for the national anthem. Okay, getting ready to go. Chris just realizing that we do not have a roster for the North Andover squad, so apologize in advance to any of the Scarlet Knights watching from home on the BevCam YouTube feed. We're going to see if maybe we can get one during the course of this so we can get some more information. Okay, both teams are huddling up here as we get closer to kickoff.
Well, I'll tell you, with this game, you have Beverly in somewhere in the mid-30s rank-wise, right? And what would the Scarlet Knights be, 20-something?
They're 30. Beverly's at 35.
Mathematically, that's telling us they have had a very similar season to Beverly, which I think is coming on more late towards the season, as we've discussed numerous times, than as they started. I think Edgar likes his format here, starting with Mateo and Shane Barker getting a nod, 22 up there as strikers, and of course Edgar starting us off there.
Yeah, it looks like the back remains the same. Max Hemsey and Bryce Lee, center backs. Misha Creakin at the left outside back. Trevor Gilligan in the right. Midfield, Owen McCarthy, Ian Visnick, Paolo Buciccio. Goes back to Ian. Ian for the patented kickoff play for the long ball down the middle, trying to find Wilson. Headed away by North Andover. Max Hemsby steps up there. Misha Creakin battling. And I believe that's going to be a Beverly throw, and that's how I saw it from my perch atop the press box here. But
don't start.
We don't matter.
You know how.
As you would expect, a lot of energy starting out here. First several minutes are going to be very important for the Panthers, as will the first goal. A long throw in here for the Scarlet Knights.
There we go.
Cleared away by Paulo.
Here comes.
Here goes Wilson in hot pursuit.
Here. See if Shane could steal that. There you go, Shane. Oh, just a bad touch off his foot, unfortunately. We'll call that bad luck. Ooh, that kid's fast right there.
Oh, and there's a shove in the back. I can't believe there's no call on that. Boy, oh boy. And that ball's going to be kept in by Andover, pursued hotly by Trevor Gilligan, who comes away with it.
And the kid's still pushing him, still just chopping him down. There you go, ref.
For our viewers at home, having a little bit of technical difficulty, we just got the word from our cameraman, Chris Roy. So hopefully still have audio with us. If I'm not, Chris will just be practicing. Here's a free kick for the Panthers. Ian Visnick trying to get on the end of it and successfully wins it beautifully over to Owen McCarthy. Owen encounters some resistance in the midfield, and here comes North Andover on the counterattack.
I'll tell you right now, if North Andover's play is to be aggressive, I mean, they're definitely doing that. They're making some body contact here. Owen mixing it up right there, getting in there.
Getting it out to the wing, or trying to. There's Trevor and Ian battling. I got to be honest with you, I don't know how much the roster is going to help me. I'm having a hard time seeing those numbers from my vantage point.
Yeah.
That black on the red, I get at least a center back there, number 24, Jared Simino. I can see that. There's another free kick by Bryce Lee. That looks like it's going to go out of bounds for Scarlet Knight throw. Paulo steps in with a big header trying to find Wilson.
See if
Wilson battling. Kicked away by North Andover, who successfully keeps it in. There's a big step in by Trevor Gilligan, and Ian Visnick presses. Here's the Panthers pressing high, trying to keep him in. Has been a strength to their game. Picked off by Ian. Cannot find Shane.
A lot of just frantic ball here. They got to settle down.
Yeah, as do we. You know, the excitement from the broadcasting crew on down. You know, like we said, this atmosphere, there's nothing like it. State tournament soccer. You can feel the energy here. And like you say, those first 5-10 minutes, you just got to settle in, grow into the game.
I mean, since these brackets came out Wednesday, I'm sure the boys, they hit every scenario what could happen against this game and how all they have to do, and the coaching staff at Beverly telling them all the things to do, and you just want to do it all immediately. But I think both teams will settle down nicely here.
That ball
get their touches a little bit more clean.
Out of bounds by number 3, Colin Willow. Misha Creakin with the throw-in, finds Owen McCarthy. Owen tries to advance it forward, hits off North Andover defender for a Beverly throw. Throw in about 30 yards from frame.
Mateo with a nice move there.
And Mateo launches it towards the net, going to the back post with Shane Barker, as he should be, but it's picked off by the North Andover keeper.
Yeah, easy grab by the keeper there. Good idea by Mateo, just probably hooked that a little bit too much towards the 6 there. Easy play for Andover keeper.
Going to try to get a number on the Andover keeper, although 2 of them are listed with the same number, so I'm not quite sure who is in there. We'll try to get that information for you. Ball's one in the middle by North Andover. Ian Visnick steps up.
Ian there.
Oh, and he's just pelted from behind. But he's got, maybe if this is advantage, that's a little curious. There's a cross in from Misha Creakin headed down.
Good play by North Andover there. Over.
Max Hemsey heads that, finds the feet of Owen McCarthy, finds Mateo.
Oh,
Ian calls for it into the middle.
Ian watching Misha make that run. I think he wanted to get that a little bit out to the corner. It was a good run by Misha, good look by Ian.
North Andover regroups. Pressured on the wing by Trevor Gilligan. That'll go off of Trevor. As he drops back, Beverly dropping back to recover their shape. Right around the mid-stripe, North Andover will take the throw. Headed by Trevor. Finds Shane. Shane gets his third hit from behind, loses the ball. But he's back in there with a good tackle in there, steps in to the delights of the Beverly bench. Ian Visnick defending in the middle of the pitch. Pins him against the sideline. Here's a long ball intercepted by Hemsey. Looking for Misha, but that's going to go askew as Mateo tries to run that down.
It was good effort there by Shane to start that little exchange, which you like to see.
North Andover throw by number 24, Simino. Falls to Hemsey. Looks for feet, finds Mateo.
Yeah, there's
Mateo with
right
a
there.
nice little pass to Paolo, but evades him. Falls to Bryce Lee. Bryce Lee surveys the situation, pushes it to the outside to Trevor Gilligan.
I would say Beverly's success tonight is going to be somewhat dependent on Trevor's game, because I know he's marking up their best offensive threat, which he usually does. And just the way he controls it, if he could move up in the offensive third from defense, it just absolutely makes Beverly able to have better opportunities offensively, which, to sound obvious, is somewhat of a must in this game.
Long throw, headed away. Trevor steps in, puts it on his chest, looks for Wilson or Mateo.
Good play by 24 on North Andover.
Simino again. Trevor Gilligan hits it over the top. Headed back. A little bit of head ball here, banging around. Bryce Lee steps up.
With a good step here. See if he could find some white. There he goes.
Finds Shane.
That's the 27th time
and
the kid got pushed from
that
behind.
One has been called.
My word.
We're going to have a free kick for the Panthers about 32 yards from frame. Looks like there's a lack of ball personnel for the extra ball, so Trevor Gilligan's going to make his way onto the football practice field and track that one down.
Surprising. Well, I think the coach at North Andover is now going to grab a couple. They have kids on the short side here. Let's see what Trevor does. Let's find Paulo's head here.
34 yards from frame.
Watch 24. Oh.
Goes low. Does not find anybody. Picked off. Beverly's going to need to recover. Trevor steps in. Stops the counterattack. Mateo heads it to the middle of the pitch. Ian's in there defending, creating some issues there. They pass it back, try to keep possession. Oh. Midfielder from North Andover passes through. This will be their first attempt on goal. I wish I could see the number, but it goes high off his left foot and over the frame for a Beverly goal kick. Wyatt.
13 Wyatt Sanchez, maybe.
13 Wyatt Sanchez. As our spotter, Chris Roy, gives us the information. Spotter and cameraman doing double duty on the road for BevCam. A club teammate of our goalkeeper, Matt Roy, one of the Beverly captains. Ian Visnick looking for Mateo. Mateo gets his head.
Here comes
Wilson. Going to see if Wilson can get it. He's screened out. Well run out, well defended. Keeper comes out. 0. Looks like it's Gabriel Lamphere, freshman, according to what the roster we have here.
Big frame, too. And he can move well, too. I was noticing in warm-ups.
Good use of the body by Ian Visnick to pick that off. Looking just misses. Misha Creek, and good look by Ian there. Owen McCarthy with the ball. Over to Mateo. One-touch pass to the outside to Misha Creekin. Misha going for the cross. We got Shane Barker's going to have to hustle and get that down. North Andover plays it the way they face, as we say. Passes it back, and it's hit away. Beverly will be able to maintain control at the midfield.
Could hear Edgar from here. He wanted Shane deeper in the box sooner, so he's under that beautiful cross by Misha. Unforced error there.
A little bit of an errant pass, but Owen McCarthy works hard to get it back. Finds Mateo with a lovely touch. He has Ian, but he's going to take the ball himself and create some opportunity.
Here comes Misha again.
Mateo needs a little bit of help here. Finds Owen. Owen quickly over to Ian. Ian looking around. Finds Paolo. Nice, back patient. To Owen. Good one-touch, crisp passing by the Panthers. They advance the ball. Misha Creekin goes again for that big left-footed cross. Comes out, though. Trevor Gilligan finds Ian Visnick. Ian Visnick goes for goal and just wide. Or maybe a little wide, but he had a good idea.
Wide. We'll give him a just wide.
It was just wide when it left his foot.
I like that idea, though. Ian can shoot from there, and he could aim it from there, so why not put that pressure in there?
Okay, first 10 minutes are in the books. Nice little stretch of play there. The Panthers starting to put some passes together.
Yeah, I think both teams are settling down, which is to be
the excitement of the
expected.
evening.
Of course, now it's just like playing soccer. It doesn't matter.
Okay, Gabriel with the goal kick over the mid-stripe. Finds a teammate, number 23, Yotman Dayan. Here's a battle here. Bryce Lee covering. Hits it off of North Andover for Beverly throw.
That was
well
great
done
defense by Bryce.
Pressure, cover, and balance. The secrets to playing well in the back and keeping clean sheets.
Yeah, Bryce came all the way over when he saw Max. Nice play by Owen there. When he saw Max commit, and he was there doing what he needed to do. Bryce has been amazingly smart all year long. It's good that he's out there for Beverly.
Here comes a break for Andover on the left side. Bryce Lee defending, slides and prevents the cross from occurring. That'll be a corner kick for North Andover, but great defending right there by Bryce Lee, not allowing any service into the Panther box.
On cue. We got a corner kick by North Andover. They don't have a ball. So that's going to
make it difficult to take the corner kick.
That's going to affect their corner kick, I think.
Panthers are going to need to clean up their defending on set pieces. It's been a weakness here and there during the season. Let's see. North Andover is going to flood the box coming from the 18. We got a lot of movement. Paulo's at the top of the 6.
Yeah,
he's playing center field there.
He's free. Oh, Hemsey was there.
Misses everybody. I don't know if Max got a piece of that. The referee says no, he did not.
Of course.
And it's a Panther throw-in.
I didn't see it either, ref.
I couldn't tell, to be honest. Misha will take the throw. Finds Owen.
I would like for them to throw that up the line and not play around with it like this.
Yeah, not in that position.
Yeah.
But they work back. Good defense in the middle.
There.
Ian Visnick with it. Finds Shane Barker. Shane looking for Wilson DeLeon, but almost finds Mateo. Good work here by Owen McCarthy, who's pressuring the North Andover midfielder, number 8. William.
Oh, Trevor with a nice play there. Made me a little nervous.
Ball's loose. Good tackle by Max Hemsey. Put away by Owen McCarthy, but it goes back to North Andover. Big bouncing ball, but a swing and a miss on the long shot. Here comes one wide.
Oh.
But Matt Roy had the post covered, but it was a good strike going for a Panther goal kick.
It's great to see a lot of people from Beverly had made the trip up to North Andover. The fan squad growing each minute.
Yeah, it's great to see the support. Great to see the community event here.
A lot of old a lot of older boys who graduated
the alumni
last year. The alumni, a year or two. They're on the fence, giving all those good vibes.
Okay, the southpaw with the goal kick. Paulo battles in the middle. Off the back of Owen. Ian gets a foot on it, looking for Shane. Paulo again with a header out to Shane. Shane's going to take it and try to touch it up.
Here comes Wilson. See if he could keep that in. All right. North Andover played it safe. It was a smart defensive play. Let your team set up here. I'm not sure if Beverly had a good opportunity quite yet, but they're working it here.
Good courtesy shown by the North Andover cheerleading squad, who throws the ball in to Trevor Gilligan. Back to Bryce Lee, back to Trevor. Trevor is unfortunately off the pitch, and it'll be a Scarlet Knight throw.
I'm sure Edgar's going to love that.
Well, I'm sure the boys will work hard to get it back. And here they go, defending again. Beverly pressing up high, being a nuisance, trying to pin him in. North Andover goes for a longer ball up the middle. It does not connect and falls to Max Hemsey. Max finds Ian Visnick. Ian in the middle, over to Paulo. One touch to Owen's feet, back to Ian. Ian is looking for Mateo and finds him. Mateo back to Ian. Ian,
Nice
beautiful
ball,
pass on a dime to Misha Creek. And Misha with the cross. Here we go. Oh, and a nice play by the keeper.
Super close.
Owen McCarthy crashing the net, goes down heavily. What a stretch of play by the Panthers right there.
That was amazing.
That was some crisp one-touch pass and a great play by Gabriel Lamphere.
That was an amazing play by Beverly. Had a great opportunity, and actually the goalie was after Owen. Owen just out of his reach on that run, but fantastic play by all.
Scrum occurs. Scarlet Knights come away with it. Beverly defending. Here's a shot into Matt Roy. Ooh, takes a little bounce right before it gets to him, but he's positioned perfectly to scoop that up. That looked like a bad hop on a grass field. Came right up to him at the end. Okay, big punt for Matt Roy. Looks like he's going to find the sideline. My depth perception gets me again.
Yayan coming in for Shane Barker.
Shane with a good run there at the 16 minutes in there into the match. If my Malden High School math skills are correct.
You nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
It's going to be a throw-in for the Scarlet Knights. Defended by Trevor.
Ooh, Yayan's got that.
Big energy whenever he comes into the game to Ian. Ian's going to have to put the Jets on, and he does. Create some havoc as Beverly works hard to get it back. Nice little move in the midfield by the Scarlet Knights. They advance the ball. Here's a through ball that hits his back, and he's not able to advance. Beverly has a chance to regroup. There's a ball hidden towards the net. Ian Visnick with a piece of it. Defended well by
nice.
Trevor. Over to Mateo. There's squirts off his foot. Bryce Lee with a header. Panthers are trying to get it away. Mateo advances it up the field. Clears his line. Here's Misha with a little pressure. Nice steal by Mateo off the pressure by Misha. Misha pulls his head up. He's trying to find Wilson, but just hits the back of the heel of the North Andover defender. Owen McCarthy has it, unable to connect. Max Hemsey stepping up. Gets by him. Here come the Scarlet Knights, but Max recovers nicely, and this ball is going to roll out of bounds, and the Panthers will have a throw-in.
Owen seems to be hurt on his hammy there.
Owen went down heavily and gave a max effort for that attempt on net, so might have tweaked something there. Misha into Ian's feet. Ian hits it up the field, looking for Wilson. Headed away to the middle of the field. North Andover is contested by Beverly.
Nice step by Misha.
A little bit of the bouncing ball. Wilson with a foot on it, and there goes Yayan. Hustling, trying to get that ball, and North Andover knocks it out of bounds back over to the cheerleading squad.
I typically I'm not a huge fan of just that type of just send the ball. But on that outside back on North Andover, I think with the Yayan's type of energy, there can be some ability to have a service from that corner. So I don't mind that pass. It seems like the boys are trying to feed Yayan in the corner. Certainly Misha on the left side here has had some good services as well. So see if they can get anything sprung on an offensive shot and frame.
North Andover goes with the long ball over the top, but defused by Max Hemsey.
Smart
goes
by
to Misha, plays it back to Bryce Lee.
There goes
Bryce
Trevor
pushes
on
the outside to Trevor. Nice touch by Trevor. Trevor advances it, goes long up the wing for Wilson.
Ooh.
Finds a North Andover defender, but there goes Yayan to create some problems. Owen pressuring there. Nice little touch by the North Andover attacker, defended on the outside by Bryce Lee. Bryce takes him, and that ball is going to go harmlessly to Matt Roy. Nice defending once again on the outside.
His timing of that step was fantastic. He let the guy on North Andover bring it in a little bit. He knew when to attack, and it was a harmless raw to Matty Roy.
Matt with the big punt, heading out to the midfield. There's a little pull, I think. Number 11 had an arm lock there on Misha. Ian defending 21 on the outside, goes to hit it up and smashes Misha. Misha, that hurt me. It looked like it didn't hurt Misha, though.
It did. Sounded like it hurt. Ian has quite a boot, so.
Jared with the throw in for North Andover. Big throw in the middle. A lot of space right there for number 6, David. Is that right? No, that was
Paolo with
Max.
a good step right
There's
there.
two number 6s, so.
Oh, nice play
move by
Owen.
Owen
He's got
McCarthy. He's
Mateo.
going, and just can't get it by the.
Great defense by the kid of North Andover here, right where he needed to be.
It's good defending by Ian. Ian wins the ball. Mateo, Ian, Misha, Owen.
Well,
Back to Mateo, looking for Wilson, falls to Owen. Owen goes on the outside with streaking Trevor Gilligan. Here comes Trevor. He has one-on-one on the outside, keeping the ball. He's going to need a little help behind him, but he goes for the cross and just squirts away.
Yeah, it just seemed like
he got caught in that corner. I think that we needed a little bit of help behind Trevor there. But, a good idea nonetheless in that point in the pitch to try to get that ball across the 6, but just squirts off his foot.
Yeah, it was Trevor's first real run in the offensive third, which was good to see. He just lost control and went his balance was going the wrong way, which happens. So
the midfield pressure has been outstanding so far for Beverly. Here's a ball that makes it up. Trevor has his hand up and for the ball being out of bounds, and it looks like that the referee agrees. Owen, Ian, Paolo, Misha, Mateo, really doing great work there defensively, creating some opportunities.
That was a good throw by Trevor. Beverly, I would say Beverly has come off very patient in their passing and trying to build something in the middle, as you said. It's really good to see. It's where they kind of started this season, and they're really sharp now with their ideas and their passing.
It's what we talked about many times during our broadcast during the season, Chris. Panthers is certainly at their best when they have that patience, when they string the passes together, and don't try to get involved in things that they can't do that are more complicated. The simple passes, making themselves available for their teammates and playing solid defense. There's a nice free kick by Max Hemsey, flicked along by Ian Visnick, but goes to the Scarlet Knights. Mateo pressuring and forces a turnover. There's that pressure up the field. That's their game, pressing up the field and controlling the play.
North Andover is playing, they're just kicking it out. They're resetting their defense, but it also is allowing Beverly's numbers to increase a little bit here. See if we can get an opportunity.
First goal will be huge, no question about it. Misha Creek, big throw in. Paolo in the air. Not surprisingly.
Mateo's there.
Falls to Ian.
Way to be there, E.
There's a nice couple passes hit away by North Andover. It'll fall to Bryce Lee. Bryce surveys the situation. He's trying to find Yayan, a little long. Falls to Owen McCarthy.
Ooh.
Defended
nice
well on the
there.
Outside by the Scarlet Knights, but equally well by Trevor Gilligan of Beverly. Nice one-touch pass by Wilson De Leon. Trevor with the shot fake.
He's got left
his left foot in and just misses the head of Mateo. Matteo Bonanno, one of the Italian exchange students, 1 of 3 for the Beverly Panthers, who have just been a wonderful addition to the squad this year. And I can speak from personal experience, just great boys to talk to, and great kids and great teammates.
And they're loving the community, loving the team, and they're playing very well, which is fun. All three of those are awesome. Trevor up there, great left foot. Mateo, maybe a yard off Mateo's head, but that's a great opportunity, great idea by Trevor.
North Andover throw-in, defended by Bryce and Trevor. Trevor with a good step, tries to find Wilson, picked off by North Andover. Another big long ball over top, falls to Max Hemsey, who calmly pushes it to the outside of Misha Creekin. Misha cuts inside. This could be trouble, though, but Paolo and Misha are there, and Beverly foul. Going to be a free kick for the Scarlet Knights, about 50 yards or so from goal.
Unlucky. They're going to hold the 18. See what the Scarlet Knights dial up here.
This can be a tough ball here. The ball that is, put in towards the box. Yeah. Keeper's coming out. Players are running towards the keeper with the ball. So let's see.
It could cause a lot of confusion.
Ian looks like he's the center fielder on this. This is going to be deep, and Matt Roy will handle that easily.
But that's what you hope for.
That's the ball.
That's the exact ball, because if it's 3 yards ahead of that 6 there, you have a bunch of North Andover kids looking at it, coming at you hard, and Matty Roy has to stand in there.
Big booming putt by Matty Roy well over midfield. Falls to the ground. Second ball hit by Mateo. Finds Ian.
Nice
Little pass just misses Wilson De Leon.
Great idea by Ian right there.
Paulo with the header. North Andover comes away with it. Heads into the middle of the field again.
Watch the runner. He's offsides there.
Misha's there. Max is there.
Put your hand up. There you go.
And we have an offside. Much to the chagrin of the North Andover faithful. And a lot of energy from the crowd. Okay. Hemsey puts it in play to Misha. Misha tries to find Ian, but it's blocked and stolen on the outside by number 8. Hemsey comes over, though, and hits it off of him. William Slayton there went off of him. Ball goes to Ian in the middle. Ian nice touch to Owen. Owen keeps it.
Keep going, O.
North Andover wins it back. Max Hemsey's going to step to the outside brilliantly. He was defending there against Matthew Morrissey, number 15. Throw's going to be taken by number 24, Jared Simino.
Yeah, I don't know
and
how
there's
much
a substitute here for North Andover.
I don't know how much the fan squad knows about the sport of soccer, but what they do know is that when the other team starts complaining to the refs, that's when you'll hear a lot of action from them. And that
Misha Creakin has called for the foul there on the throw and is going to give the Scarlet Knights a free kick from a dangerous spot. They look to be about 25 yards from goal. To the left of Matt Roy. Two-man wall for the Panthers. Trevor Gilligan following his man. Ball's hit across, bounces around, falls to North Andover and hit over the top of the net. So the Panthers remain stout on defense and remain with no score with 13 minutes left in the first half. We'll remind our viewers, as with all high school games, the official time is kept on the field. Typically, the stadium clock is stopped between 3 and 5 minutes to go.
Edgar calling a timeout.
So we have a timeout for Beverly, and this will give us an opportunity to catch our breath. We're seeing some good stuff here. I would have to say that there's been a couple of moments where North Andover has hit some balls over the top and has looked a little bit dangerous. But if we were keeping stats and possession of play, I'd have to give it to the Panthers.
I absolutely agree with that. I think North Andover actually has had a couple of better shots. But in terms of the middle of the field, which is kind of where all the offense stems from, I feel like Owen, Ian, and Paulo in the middle have really found the ball with some space, looking at their teammates, making smart runs. And if you're Beverly, it's all you could ask for. That is the style of their play. That is the best play that they have. So that's exactly what you want to look for, and those shots will come. You had Mateo real close. You had Shane close with a nice cross.
And let's not forget the one that was just barely out of the reach of Owen McCarthy. That was probably the best scoring opportunity on either side.
Absolutely.
And that started from that midfield play. Yeah. A string of one-touch passes. Mateo, Owen, Ian, Misha move the ball and just, a game of inches, as they say.
Yeah, 100%.
So, I think, we try to, you try to look at the power rankings, you try to look at the statistics, and you try to say, well, geez, this should shape up to be a close game, given all the statistical numbers we have. And so far, it has been.
100%, and it's all you want to see. It's like North Andover is a great squad. I think they're playing fairly equally, Beverly and North Andover. What do you tell them? What's Edgar telling the boys, Al?
I think that Edgar is going to be encouraging in this timeout. I think he's going to emphasize the things that they've been doing well with pressing up the field and one-touch passing. And I think he probably wants them just to play a little bit cleaner on the outside, a little bit quicker, and not turn that ball over. The speed of play here, looking just at foot speed alone, the Scarlet Knights have some guys who have quick feet. And, time and space makes anybody look good, but when it gets closed down and you have to play quicker, that's where mistakes can happen. And the Panthers, for the most part, have been very, very good with their speed of play. But a couple of times they've just been a little slower than they would have liked. The field general letting them know about that a couple of times and probably going to say, hey, we're doing a lot of things great. This is what we can do better. I'm sure that was the talk from Edgar. Okay, huddles break. It does not look like on the Panther side there was any substitution during that break. Looks like the same 11 that went into the huddle are coming out. Ball will be restarted by Matt Roy with a goal kick. Not surprisingly, Paolo competing for it. Falls to Owen. Back to Paolo on Mateo's chest. Takes it down nicely.
Great
looking
ball
for Yayan.
Mateo. Good touch.
There goes Yayan. Hustling.
The flying Yayan. I mean, you can't beat it.
I love it.
120% all the time.
North Andover throw. I think there's only been 1 or 2 subs for North Andover, Chris. I think they have most of their starting group out there, except for maybe one that I noticed came in. Substitutes are on the far side from us, unlike at home, so it's a little bit difficult for us to figure it out. There's Ian Visnick stepping up to a loose ball, gets a little bit in front of him. The ball ends up on the outside. Trevor Gilligan steps up. He's going to try to put service in. That ball's headed for the 6, just over Mateo's head, and it's hit away by North Andover. Ian trying to chase that down in a foot pursuit. Oh, a slide tackle is missed, and that's got no ball, all guy, as they say. He takes down William Slayton. William winning the foot race there, and referee's going to have a word with Paolo. Maybe saying, next time you do that, I might be reaching into my pocket. Who knows?
I mean, the slide tackle is a legitimate play. That's the first one I've seen him miss all season.
Ball's hit in.
Whoops.
Ball squirts through. But Paolo was right there.
That kid got the business end of Paolo.
Yeah, Paolo is an absolute beast in the air. I have not seen a player this season who's as strong in the air as he is.
I mean, he really has been relied upon in a countless amount of situations by Beverly, and it's amazing that it's his first year here. It makes you think, what would it look like without him, this team?
Yeah, he's been a big cog in the Panther machine for sure. There's a ball hit ahead. Bryce Lee in pursuit. Matty Roy calling for it and takes it away to defuse it. And there is the benefit of having a goalkeeper who knows to get off his line and defuse that. For you ardent BevCam viewers, I sound like a broken record. I point that out every game
100%.
Because that's what Matt Roy brings to the squad. Trevor Gilligan battling. He's going to try to turn that. And I think that's going to be a Beverly throw-in. And yes, Trevor Gilligan battling to his teammates' delight, knocks it off a foot of Scarlet Knight.
And we apologize because usually in Beverly we're right on the field, and I just cannot see any numbers on North Andover. But their left striker there with Trevor has been fighting all game, a tremendous player. They're gonna have each other's number all night tonight.
Owen battling, takes a shove from behind, but that's let go. Mateo hits it up looking for Yayan, goes to the outside. Outside back for North Andover, is able to turn it, but it's picked off by Trevor Gilligan. Trevor hit from behind, goes to the ground, and we're going to have a foul.
You can't do that
on the Scarlet Knights as my counterpart goes into his spectator mode.
I could do that, right? I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah, yep. Hey. I've seen you leave the broadcast booth in celebration before there, Coach.
That's right. I've watched it about 6 to 7 million times since last Wednesday.
Bryce Lee with the free kick. Owen McCarthy battles for it. I think it hit off of North Andover. I'm not sure, though. We're going to find out in a minute.
Oh, off the...
No, maybe.
I don't think anyone saw it, and it just let North Andover
pick it up.
Oh,
what do we have? We have a substitution for North Andover. Again, we apologize. As Chris has said, the good news is that we have a higher perch, so you won't hear us talk about having obstructed views to the game. But the bad news is we can't make out numbers. And for my aged eyes, I'm not sure that the roster helps me in the dim light either. So
I think they called that a foul. No, it's throw-in. Okay. Paulo headed it out.
Scoreboard clock showing just under 8 minutes. That should be Beverly. Trevor just headed it off.
Trevor's got a rocket here, so Wilson could make a run. Paulo and Trevor helping each other out. Off them, North Andover ball.
Beverly dropping back, regaining its shape. Trevor Gilligan heads the throw in away to Ryan Williams, picked up at the midfield by North Andover. Max battling along with Misha, and the ball falls to Matt Roy. Again, good teamwork there between Misha and Max. Misha dropping to the middle of the pitch because of the throw-in on that side. Paulo with a win off his back finds Ryan. Ryan back to Trevor. Trevor one touch, just misses Wilson de Leon. Otherwise, Wilson would have been off to the races.
You feel like those passes are like 2 feet from perfection.
I'm not sure what that is. I saw Bryce Lee with a good win and a handball on the North Andover defender on the ground, but
homers.
I guess he's calling. I'm not sure what that call is because that's about 20 yards away from where the tackle was.
Yeah, maybe I didn't see it. It's definitely not a foul, though. I could say that.
Okay, this ball is just going to be taken from inside the North Andover half. They're going to go for the big long ball over the top. Bravely headed away by Max Hemsey. That was a screamer. Wilson hit from behind and goes down hard.
There you go. He just got absolutely smoked. All right, Bryce is going to take the kick.
Should be in the middle of the field up here. I don't know why he's having him take it right here. He was fouled further to the middle of the pitch, but he's doing what he's told. Bryce Lee launches it, finds Misha. Misha with a nice little touch, gets around the outside and hit away by the North Andover defender.
Misha's super dangerous because he has those angles playing great defense, but he also has the mind of an offensive player and a super left foot. So he knows what to do with the ball when he gets it.
Ball falls to Trevor. Touches it, keeps it to the outside, trying to beat his man around the corner. Good service for Wilson de Leon, and just wide. Great individual effort by Trevor Gilligan, and a nice header by Wilson just evades the North Andover frame.
I mean, he had some stank on it, which is great. Wilson put it down, and it was just a bit outside there, just a yard out of frame. Great energy, though. I love it.
Gabriel will take the goal kick for the Scarlet Knights. Kick's going to travel the midfield. Paulo again is there. No surprise to us, but the ball goes out of bounds for Scarlet Knight throw-in. Trevor Gilligan with a head on it, bounces off of Bryce Lee, and that's going to be another Knight throw-in, Scarlet Knight throw-in, as they advance up the field. Beverly staying active with their marking. Ball squirts its way through. Owen McCarthy defending. There's a ball across. Ian Visnick, though, comes to help out.
All right, it's a throw.
And clears that ball away. That was dangerously close to a quality opportunity for whoever's standing in the middle of the box right now, and I still can't see that number.
Yeah, Ian dropped back. He was in the right spot there and just cleared it. Set your defense back up. Throw in, not even a corner, which is awesome.
This looks like it's going to be a big long throw-in based on how far back he is. Comes into the box. Bryce Lee's there off his chest, a foot away to Ian. Ian clears his line, finds Yayan. Yayan with a win, advances the ball up, and finds himself on the ground. There.
Great effort by Yayan. Another big throw by North Andover.
Beverly battles and comes away from it. Ian puts a foot into it. Oh, right, not a foot. He finds feet.
Oh, nice
Yayan,
ball.
Owen, Back to Yayan, and here he comes. There's a ball on the outside for Owen McCarthy. He has a step. He tries to push the ball across and find Mateo. Won't happen, though. Defended well by North Andover, but Beverly's going to pressure. Ball goes out. We have a whistle behind the play about 20 yards from the North Andover frame.
Why would he wait
The referee's signal looks like it's going to be a free kick for North Andover. I'm assuming he was going to see if there was advantage. And when the ball rolled out of bounds, he called. Tracking. Trevor Gilligan steps in. Beverly comes away with it, but they aren't able to clear their line. North Andover keeps it. Owen McCarthy's in there with a slide tackle, and that's a foul in a tough spot.
Yeah,
with probably around 2 minutes to go. This is going to be a spot where, in all likelihood, North Andover will go for a shot, but let's see what happens here.
Yeah, it's a dangerous spot, about 25 yards from frame.
Beverly needs to hold its line to give Matt Roy some space here. They need to hold that line. Here comes the ball. Here's the shot. Matt Roy's there. Wall is perfectly positioned. Matt Roy is perfectly positioned. And I won't say that that's one of his best saves of the season, but it's a strong quality one as usual.
Great hands.
As they say, he handles it easily.
Yeah, it was great hands that he showed.
Okay, here comes the ball. It's going over the top. Max Hemsey is there battling. He's able to get it up the field.
Mateo.
Mateo is going to run onto that. Mateo looking for Misha. Max going to push that away, and we're under 2 minutes here. Stadium clock has been stopped. Beverly is back on its heels a little bit. Yeah. North Andover is getting control of the game.
I was just going to mention, they just feel that energy stepping up here.
Big throw, but Paulo's there. He heads it away. Mateo defends. They get by him. They go for shot. It bounces around. Beverly defending, scurrying, ball around. Someone's going to have to get a foot in it. There's no call there. And that ball, I believe, is going to be a corner kick for North Andover. Beverly's going to need to remain stout here in the closing moments of the first half.
Yep, they got to get their marks. You basically got to put body on the marks. You got Paulo playing center field. He's alone there, so he's going to make a play wherever this ball comes up.
This is going to be an outswinger off the righty. It's a line drive in. It hits off Ian, hits off Paulo, and Beverly clears it away. Wilson's going to come out to defend on that, uses his body well, controls it, pushes it to the outside to Yayan Williams. Yayan back to Wilson, goes down heavy, finds Owen McCarthy.
There it is,
I believe Mateo's offside, however.
Oh, he was on. Let's get the replay.
I think the replay will show that he was a yard plus offside.
Al, I saw it. It was a yard plus onside.
If it wasn't a lined football field, he might have got away with it, but... The co-referee was not quite up to the play, but was able to leverage the markings on the field.
I call shenanigans.
Here goes North Andover. They pass the ball up. Beverly's going to have to step up here at the midfield. They try to put the long ball through, but Max Hemsey's there. And we have the double whistle to signify the end of the first half. Time for a deep breath for both sides. Chris, just an entertaining first half. First 10 minutes, both sides trying to feel each other out. A lot of frenetic play, balls being kicked around, trying to grasp a hold of the game. First grasp by the Panthers, who had a good stretch of 15-20 minutes where we felt that maybe they were the better side. And the last 7 to 10 there, certainly the Scarlet Knights exerted their will on the game. But as we go into halftime, no score.
Yeah, as expected.
We have teams that kept significant amount of clean sheets during the year. I believe the Scarlet Knights kept 8 clean sheets and the Panthers 6. So both teams have been stout defensively. A couple of quality scoring opportunities for Beverly. One just wide, one diffused by the Scarlet Knight goalkeeper, Gabriel Lampfair. and Matt Roy has had to do a little bit of organizing. He's made a couple of saves that have fallen to him. But all in all, a pretty even match. Okay, we are going to take a little bit of break for halftime here. So we will be back here to Joe Walsh Stadium on the campus of North Andover High School in about 10 minutes.
You are watching BevCam. Here, anyone can come to the studio to make their own local TV show. Contact us with your idea. We'll help you get started with producing your own show, editing it, and then we'll broadcast it to all of Beverly for your friends and family to see. You might even get some new fans. We also film local events like sports, music, city council meetings, and more. If you miss out on anything in town, you can catch up on it here. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Contact us at 978-927-5544 or email us at admin@bevcam.org.
Got a quarter?
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving, the ultimate party foul.
Everything starts out small. The things that hurt us, they all start from somewhere. The words we say, the things we do, they can grow into something else. What was small and innocent can become big and sometimes scary. All it takes is one comment, one picture, one video for something to catch fire. But a big problem doesn't need a big response. Not at first. Even if we don't know what to say, the eye emoji can be that first step we take. Let's all pledge to take that first small step together and change the world in a big way. I'm a witness, and so are you.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise and be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Listen.
All it took was someone who would insist that I just try.
Suddenly, everything was turned around because they judge you.
You tell them, I don't need this.
No one is going to understand.
Unless they've been through it, how can they?
Then one day you realize
You feel so hopeless.
I need help. I need help.
You feel so hopeless.
Then one day you realize,
unless they've been through it, how can they understand?
I don't need this.
No one's going to judge you.
Suddenly everything was turned around because they insist that I just try.
All it took was someone who would just...
Listen.
Welcome back to Joe Walsh Stadium on the campus of North Andover High School for second half action of the preliminary round game in the Division I boys soccer tournament here in North Andover. Again, this is Al Visnick here with Chris Hemsey and Chris Roy on the camera as we await the appearance of the Panthers for the start of the second half. Chris, real entertaining stuff for us in the first half.
Yeah, as you said,
ladies and gentlemen, the restrooms underneath the
as you said going into break, that was definitely a tale of three different types of soccer in that first half. First one, both teams seemed to be a little unsettled. Beverly had some good movement in that second, third, and I think North Andover had a little bit more energy in that last 10 minutes, as you said, which hopefully we could center that. You took some shots from them, right? They had some good punches in the face. If this is a boxing metaphor, they got a couple of opportunities on net. And I think right now, if you're Beverly, you want to come out, find what you were doing. They know what to do. It's all going to start with the three in the middle. You got some streaking Trevors and Mishas, and we'll have Matty, Roy, Max, and Bryce being strong in the back triangle there and see what happens. But I liked when they started. They had Mateo had good runs, Shane had good runs, and Yayan had good runs, and we got to get that. We got to take that start right where we left off on that.
Yeah, with both teams not exactly scoring goals in bunches this season, the first goal is just going to be so crucial. Now that we're in state tournament play, there is overtime and there is penalty kicks, so we guarantee you that we will leave here tonight with a winner, as the winner of tonight's match advances to play St. John's Prep, the number 3 seed, at 11 a.m. In Danvers on Sunday morning. The Scarlet Knights will have the kickoff to start the second half.
Good step by Misha there.
Beverly is starting with the same 11 that they finished with. Ian Visnick with a good win there. Paulo keeps it. Finds Owen with a man on his back. Finds the feet of Wilson.
Oh, good.
Wilson trying to find Mateo, but Owen's there to pick it up.
There.
Looking on the outside for Misha, but it's cleared away by the Scarlet Knights.
You know, it's time. You know, those passes are the ideas are very good, but we need to get those passes to feet, and not put it right there so that the Scarlet Knights can get an easy step and an easy turnover. The North Andover student body didn't like that.
Yeah, very acrobatic fall. I know Misha clipped him there. No harm intended. As with good sportsmanship, he helps him up. Free kick taken short by North Andover. They go for the long ball into the box. Paulo has a head on it. Owen has another head on it, but it falls to North Andover. There's a good step by Trevor Gilligan. He tries to find Mateo, but it bounces over him. Mateo working hard, but is screened out by the North Andover defender, whose number I can see, number 12, Brady Tremblay. Got a throw for North Andover, deep in Beverly territory. Trevor Gilligan battles, bounces around. Bryce Lee battles. Mateo battles. Wilson's in a battle here. North Andover comes away with it, bounces around.
We have to go to the ball here. We can't let the play come to us. You got to be aggressive every step of this way here. Particularly the second half, legs are going to get tired. The coaches are going to want to get some of their center mids, maybe get 2-3 minutes of a rest somewhere, because you'll see this game where these runs are going to mean everything on some tired legs. Trevor with a fight. Neither ref seems to be moving anywhere.
Going to be a free kick for Beverly because I think Owen McCarthy put the ball down.
Pretty much. I don't
think
any ref.
Beverly fan squad, North Andover fan squad. You got to love the atmosphere here on a Friday night. Owen looks like he's going to take the free kick 40 yards from frame. We got a bunch of Panthers lined up to the right of the keeper. Looking for Owen to drop an arcing ball in. He gets under it. It's heading in. Paulo with a header. Just wide. Another near miss for Beverly. Maybe not quite as close as the one earlier in the first half by Wilson. But I guess did that ball end up over the fence?
I think
Must have been a heck of a header.
This
looked like it was just outside the frame.
If you're Beverly, every single kid has to get to this ball right here. Wherever it goes, you have to win every 50-50 ball here.
Okay, a cameraman is being sent away off the field. No one inside the fence, evidently.
Let's see if Beverly can make a step here. Who's there? Nobody.
Ball bounces. Trevor steps. North Andover comes away from it. Bryce Lee back in shape. Trevor fouls number 11 for North Andover, Jed Belsani. Free kick's going to be taken by Jed. Beverly marking up. North Andover jockeying for position. Good ball in. Hemsey's up. Gilligan's up. Bounces around, hit away. Another header. It's going to go out of bounds, though, for Beverly throw.
And you're going to definitely see that this game is going to get a little bit more chippy, lot more contact. As the adrenaline runs, the desire to win, the game ticks down. These kids are going to fight every play.
Yeah, I mean, we're in a win-or-go-home situation, you know, and I haven't had an opportunity to count how many seniors are on the North Andover squad, but 17 here in Beverly are trying to extend their career and live to play another day. North Andover tries to find somebody up on the wing, but it goes askew and picked off by Max Hemsey. And that ball gets away from Beverly for a North Andover throw. Throw in for North Andover, goes towards the middle of the field, pursued by Apollo, who comes away with it very, very deftly. Well played, finds Owen, finds his feet. Owen keeps the ball. We have a streaking Misha Creakin on the left wing. Misha carries the ball down.
In that box.
Slide tackle comes and takes it away from him.
Throw in, that's a great tackle.
Beverly will maintain possession. Excellent tackle.
I think the future is bright for North Andover. I'm counting 5 seniors out of a big bench. So
that tackle was made by Yotam Dayan.
Easy for you to say.
If I said it right.
I think you nailed it.
Big throw in for Beverly. Looking for Paolo, headed away, but I think Misha's going to get that. Takes a touch, brings it back to Max Hemsey. Max with a couple of touches.
Oh,
tries to find Yayan.
Yayan. Trevor's trying to keep it in, number 11.
Nice tackle by Trevor. Ball is deflected out of bounds by number 12.
Wilson, make
Brady.
the run, kid.
Across to Paolo, dangerous ball, but he keeps it. He advances it towards Wilson and Mateo. Headed away by North Andover.
I'm looking to see Trevor absolutely launch this in the box here.
I think he's looking for Paolo.
Yep. Oh, he's going to get a card here.
So he's going to have to come off the field. One too many fouls for Paolo there. So he has to leave the field momentarily. Edgar DeLeon, the Beverly High School coach, arms akimbo. A little bit of disbelief. Mark Beatty will come in and take the spot of Paolo. I'm not quite sure how long he'll be off the field for, but a yellow card in high school soccer requires a substitution be made.
No, Max Lang's in.
Oh, I'm sorry, Max Lang. The boys got a lot of haircuts last night. Ian Visnick challenging there. The ball squirts around Bryce Lee with the foot on it. North Andover comes away with it. Max Lang defending, moving his feet, keeping him to the outside, looking for some help. Bryce Lee has it, turns his body, knocks the ball to the outside. Trevor Gilligan comes away with it, but it deflects, and Matt Roy is going to be able to take care of that. Fortunately for Beverly, North Andover stopped pressing on that because the way that ball scooted around, somebody alert in the box would have had a gift-wrapped ball right coming back to him.
Federico's coming in. I think Paolo is going to have a couple of minutes to rest, which will only help. Max Lang could play that position, too.
Bryce Lee with a great step. Finds Yayan, finds Owen. Owen is looking for Misha on the outside, but the North Andover defender, excellent job on that.
Oh, nice
Trevor Gilligan with a big step. And there he goes. Oh, that should be a yellow card as well for that tackle.
Ref, you got to give him the yellow, kid.
Wow. Trevor was going towards the net, and it looks like he was in. I'm not quite sure why that one wasn't given. Trevor asking for that as well, as the crowd gets on Trevor Gilligan from North Andover.
That's a very interesting. The kid just took Trevor down. Trevor, go in the corner here. Nothing.
Great step by Max Hemsey. Owen McCarthy comes away from it, battles around.
Owen's got to get rid of that ball quicker. Everybody on Beverly's got to be quicker with the decision.
Good tackle by Bryce Lee, held up by Ian Visnick, got his help. Back to Matt Roy. Matt hits it over the mid-stripe. Wilson competing for it, as is Mateo, and Mateo with the win. He has Yayan on his left, as he does Misha. Misha takes the ball. He gives service to Wilson, but it's defended away by North Andover. Owen McCarthy heads it forcefully back into the box. Knocked away by North Andover. Nice little touch by Owen out to Misha. Misha's going to go to launch one in the box again. Here comes Yayan, but the ball's going to cross the end line.
There it is. You know, Beverly's got to be tighter on their passes. They're getting a little bit sloppy because their legs are getting a little bit tired. But they need to, oh, Mateo's down here. Hopefully it's just a fatigue type of crampy thing. But they have to be crisper on these things here because North Andover knows what they're doing. They're in their head here.
Okay, Max Lang is being replaced by Paulo, which I think with the header and the corner kick is a strategical move. And Federico Claverino in for Mateo Bonanno. Beverly goes short. Here comes the service just outside the 6, headed away by North Andover. Here comes Max Hemsey with a step, but North Andover wins the ball. Trevor Gilligan on the outside, again causing havoc. Holds up play so Beverly can regain its shape. Number 9 for North Andover. Williams switches the field. There. Got a little bit of a high boot there, I thought.
Misha was a good step there. Slowed down the play, knocked it out. Beverly resets.
Big throw in. Max Hemsey defends. Misha's also there. Misha uses his body as the ball rolls out for Beverly throw.
He does that very well. He knows the space he needs. He creates that space, gets the throw in.
North Andover able to intercept the second ball. They beat us up the sideline, going for the cross. There's a ball that falls to North Andover, and the bouncing ball goes over the top as somebody took a big hit there. Bryce Lee being helped up by Ian Visnick. And we have a goal kick on that. I think North Andover was trying to win a corner out of that. We have a couple of whistles. Not sure why the referee has held that play. But now he signals Matt Roy it's okay for the goal kick. Matt hits it across midfield. Paulo with the second ball. Yayan in a battle. North Andover launches it down the pitch. Max Hemsey on the outside uses his body expertly for a Beverly throw. And that ball is thrown away in disgust by the North Andover player.
That's kind of ridiculous.
And since cheerleading practice has ended, Beverly has to retrieve the ball.
There's no need.
Misha Creakin with the throw. Finds Ian, squirts off his foot. Ian wins it back. North Andover keeps it in, but it's knocked off of Misha for a Scarlet Knight throw. Big throw for North Andover. Max Hemsey's there to head it away. Falls to North Andover about 35 yards from frame. Beverly out in masses to defend. Trevor Gilligan on the outside.
He's got to stay up here. There you go. No turn. Good defense. Make sure the kid doesn't get that turn.
North Andover with the throw. Mateo hits it away.
See if we can get this sprung.
Yeah, the ball has certainly been down the Beverly end for a little bit here. Bunch of guys in the corner. He comes out of the scrum. That could be trouble. Ball to the top of the box. Good defending there by Yayan. Deflects the shot. But North Andover has been persistent. Comes away for another shot, but Matt Roy is there to handle it.
Great shot with that left foot there. Matty Roy there off one hop. Saw it come off his foot nicely. Beverly really does need to settle down here. Seems to be playing with a little bit of panic.
Yayan Williams with a win. Pushes it up for Misha Creakin, looking for Wilson. Ball bounces in the middle. Owen with a step. North Andover battles, but they kick it back to the net. Beverly's going to need to press here. Ian's on him. This could create some problems for North Andover.
Fantastic play by the North Andover defender.
Excellent job staying with it. Ian with the ball. Ian gets away from his North Andover defender and pushes a lovely little ball up to Misha. Misha crosses it in. The ball is headed away by North Andover for a Beverly corner kick. Here. Great work there by Ian and Misha to get that ball.
I like Trevor taking this corner kick here. He keeps it down underneath the frame. He fires some pepper. Oh, he's not taking it. Who's taking that? I can't see.
I think is that Misha? That's Misha.
Okay.
We're going to go with the in-swinger from the lefty. We're going to keep an eye on Mateo, who's about 12 yards from the goal. Look for him to meet this ball. That's a little bit longer than we want. Bodies are on the ground. There's a header put in by Hemsey, but it's off the goalpost.
They're going to move quick here, North Andover. They're trying to.
Beverly, though, is not. Well, we're going to North Andover certainly helping Beverly there with the substitute, so the ball's being whistled down. Although Beverly seemed to be on their mark, Chris, regaining their shape, you know. It's just going to be that one moment for somebody to switch off that you're trying to avoid in a game like this, and Beverly was certainly on its toes, ready for that.
Yeah.
But they'll take the stoppage and play to regain their shape. Here comes the North Andover goal kick. Does not get much air, but it finds feet, and it's bounced forward. Hemsey steps up. Misha's on the outside. North Andover making a run on the outside, but Misha Creakin is there and knocks it out of bounds.
Great speed by Misha.
Yeah, a quick attacker also from North Andover. But as you say, Misha, great feet, great endurance, proud distance runner of the Beverly High School track team. Middle distance runner and distance. North Andover with the throw. Goes short. Defended by Yayan. Right back in. Paolo gets a foot on it. It's way up in the air. Ball bounces.
There we go.
Yayan with a header to the middle of the field. Again, North Andover's there. Owen McCarthy's there as well.
Kid's going to take a shot.
Misha on the outside. Beverly needs to be careful here, but Matt Roy's there.
I love it, Matty Roy. He saw that. I mean, that boy was working good on North Andover there to get that opportunity.
Looks like Beverly is going to ready some subs. It looks like there's a couple of guys who could probably use a little break here, logging a lot of minutes of high-energy football. Ian Visnick with a little pass to Frederico. Frederico encounters some resistance.
Oh, he kicked the kid.
No call. Beverly calling for it, but the play continues.
He kicked the kid. Come on, ref. That's
Yayan to Owen, just a little too far ahead. Paolo keeps with it. And we have a whistle for a North Andover player on the ground.
Why are they stopping play? If this ref could just barely say, I didn't see it, he doesn't have to make an example of it, but the far side ref stopped the play.
Throw, he wants a drop ball. The referee, I'm guessing on the far side, stopped it if it's a drop ball for the North Andover player who's on the ground injured.
Oh, I didn't see someone down.
So that's what that stoppage was. Beverly pressing. Here comes Frederico. Here comes Owen. Back to Wilson. Wilson keeps the ball. A nice little turn and a pass out to Yayan on the left wing. Yayan gets it over to Misha. Misha crosses it in. It's going to come away. Trevor Gilligan's going to have a hit with his left foot. Misses it. Ian Visnick chips it in. Headed away by North Andover. North Andover tries to clear its line. A little bit of a mishit. Frederico comes away with it. I believe that's going to be a throw-in for the Scarlet Knights.
Yeah, it is.
Crowd, it's on its feet. Players are excited. High drama here at North Andover High School. North Andover, we got substitutes coming on. We have
Max Lang and Shane are coming back in.
Max Lang and Shane Barker coming on. Owen McCarthy and Yayan Williams going off. Taking the throw for North Andover, number 12, Brady Tremblay. Brady finds the feet of his teammate, number 23, Yotan Dayan. Brady with another throw. Trevor defending on the outside. North Andover has it. Paulo in there. North Andover comes away. Trevor defending.
Trevor stepping. There you go, Shane.
Shane's in there. Max is in there. Shane comes away with it, but it falls to the feet of North Andover.
Looks like Trevor's hurt in the middle of the field there.
Ian defending one-on-one. We got a Beverly player down. There's a shot just wide. Trevor is a player who never goes down, Chris. I hope he's okay. Hopefully he just took a knock. It's looking like he's a little ginger on his left foot.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big, big loss for the Panthers.
Mark Beatty coming in, but he is walking off by himself, which is
Hopefully
great.
Trevor can walk that off. But here's Mark Beatty, number 17 on. Mark's given the Panthers plenty of quality minutes this season after making his way up to the varsity squad halfway through the season.
Yeah, he's definitely he's not going to be fearful for the atmosphere here. He's played some big games, big minutes, and he's a big soccer player.
Okay, Matt Roy is going to restart it with the goal kick. Hits the ball up. Paulo up in the air. Max has a foot on it. Falls to North Andover.
They're going to test Mark Beatty immediately here.
Does a nice job. He forces him towards pressure. Max is looking for Wilson. Wilson De Leon off his chest. He's going to see if he can take it inside the box. He's being pushed. He gets the ball across. Almost there for Shane Barker. Great work by Wilson. That ball was smoked a little bit, just a little too close to the keeper.
Yeah, ball's in.
Goes Shane with great energy. Max Lane defends. There's a ball hit. Here's Mark Beatty. Mark gets a foot on it. Over to Bryce Lee. Okay. Bryce calmly over to Mark. Mark hits it up to Federico. Federico has some time to get it down on the field. He puts it inside wrong way for Wilson. A long ball over the top. Bryce Lee is there. Nice header out to the outside. Mark Beatty's going to help him there. Mark battles, as does the North Andover attacker on the wing, and this is going to be a corner kick for the Scarlet Knights.
Kick here. We have to see it. Paulo's going to play center field. We got to get these marks. Now they're just going to step in front of Matty Roy, it looks like. They're putting North Andover kids putting someone in front of Matt.
All right, Beverly looking for its marks. They have two players trying to gum things up from Matt Roy. Players at the 10, players at the 18. A lot of movement. Ball's in, goes over the top. North Andover with a foot in it, but Paulo heads it away. Mark Beatty knocks it out of bounds. Oh, no. I think it's a Beverly throw, Chris. I think that went off the Scarlet Knights.
Yeah, Owen's back in for Max Lang. Just got a little blow there.
Max,
they should have some ball boys on the far side here where the teams are. There's no fence there to stop that ball. I think the timing is going to get it's going to get very important very soon.
Throw in to Ian. Bounces around. North Andover comes away with it. Paulo with a miss hit. There's a step to the left by the North Andover striker, number 11. He takes a shot. It goes across, headed away by Ian. Oh, I don't know. Arms are up high there, but no handball call. North Andover maintains it.
Yeah, he's just setting up that
Jed
nice
with it.
Step by Mark Beatty there.
Ball's hit in. That's going to go out of bounds.
That was a great step. Great step by the freshman.
I think he's a sophomore.
Great step.
He's still not listed on the roster because when he came up, he got an existing number. I think that's Dimitri Piasecki getting ready to check in. Is that right, Chris?
Yeah, it looks like Federico taking a rest. Fast kid with a nose for the ball. I like it. Fresh legs.
Matt Roy restarts it with a goal kick. Falls to Ian. Paulo battles. North Andover comes away with it. Misha's on the outside defending, and I can't believe there's no foul there, but North Andover will keep the ball. Misha's on his feet. Beverly regaining its shape.
Paulo stepping up.
Paulo steps up. There's a ball put in. Mark Beatty hits it back towards the middle. Bryce Lee with a foot on it. This is not cleared far enough. Mark has a player all over his back, gets a win. Visnick is there. Ball gets out to North Andover again. They try to pass it through. There's a good step by Misha Creakin, who's able to clear the line.
All right.
And the Panthers can take a breath. Just about 16 minutes to go in the match. Still no score.
I'm looking Beverly still to settle. I mean, they're playing frantically. They're just kicking the ball, heading it up, not heading it to their teammates. They have the ability to settle. They just got to do it. We need some of their older players here. Be a general on the field. Settle down your kids, your teammates, and play this game like you know how.
Beverly tries to clear again. Finally does, but the clearance is out of bounds. Beverly really under duress here in the second half.
Yeah.
A couple of brief moments of attacking, but they're on their heels. That ball squirts through. Bryce Lee hits it up. It falls to North Andover. Here comes a ball across that Paulo is able to put away. But dangerous times here for the Panthers. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach DeLeon uses his second half timeout momentarily. There's a throw in deep. Is Matt Roy going to get that? Yes, he is, after a bounce.
Whew. All right, we got to settle here. Let's find Wilson. How about that? Good kick.
Paulo's able to deflect that to Wilson, and he chips it to the outside for Shane. Shane tries to take control of it. Nice foot there. That's headed out of bounds by North Andover. Again, disappointing that there's no soccer balls and Beverly is running for them. I think that North Andover should have their hostship revoked.
Wes is, well, they're trying to have Wes come in who has the cannon.
Are they going to let him on?
Yep, they let him on.
This is a tactical substitution here. Wes has the longest throw of the Beverly squad. Wes Roberts, the sophomore, coming in. Backing up. It's going to be looking for Paulo, I'm sure. It's over his head, though, to Wilson. Wilson's there. What do they say? Neither one of them can decide, and they'll say, what the hell, let's give it a goal kick.
That's basically it. The one ref actually shrugged, which is always fun to watch.
Yeah, he was looking to his partner for help, which is only fair that he didn't see it. So,
I mean, we saw it. I trust our boys to tell the truth in that scenario. Am I right? All right, who's underneath here? Paulo steps.
Hemsey with the win, finds Visnick. Out to Dimitri. Dimitri defended by 3. Has the ball on the side. Is able to push it off North Andover. We have a substitute coming in. It looks like a wrapped Matteo Buonanno is going to come in for Dimitri. Dimitri will go off on the near side here and make his way around. Mark Beatty throws it to Ian. Ian hits the ball, launches it down towards the box, but the run just a little bit late. I don't think he was expecting that. Who is that on that? Is that Misha?
That's Wes.
That's Wes. Okay,
yeah.
He stayed in on the left side.
Wes
I got you.
Dimitri is taking a
He went on to the left
Matteo.
side,
Correct.
and Matteo came to the right. So someone else came off. No. Goes back to North Andover off the head ball. Mateo working hard. Ian on him as well. North Andover hits it down. Bryce Lee pursued by number 21. Bryce hits it over the top of him. Ian Visnick comes back to defend Jed with a nice pass. Owen McCarthy's there. Mark Beatty's there. And North Andover comes away with it. Number 8's in position to squeeze off a shot.
You know, I'm interested to see about Trevor here. Mark is playing good minutes, but you have a senior captain who's he is coming back in, Trevor, but it looks like he's staying up top, which is great, actually. He's actually had some very clutch goals for Beverly this season, and he's coming in for Wes, who also, Trevor does, has a great throw-in. So they can use that kind of like a corner kick on some throw-ins.
Mateo heads it, trying to get it to Ian. Mark heads it. Mateo battles, falls to North Andover. Beverly's going to have to come back and defuse this in the middle of the field.
There we go.
Misha steps forward, puts some pressure on the attacker, who turns over to the middle. Beverly now has regrouped. They hit the ball to the corner. I think that's going to roll out.
Yeah, a little miscommunication by North Andover. Good idea. They're trying to work it to the corner, get a good service, which they've had luck with, particularly on this left side. Their left striker, very, very good with the ball in his foot. Created space, get some opportunities.
We have just about 9 minutes left in regulation. Matt Roy puts it in play to Bryce Lee. Squirts off his foot. Bryce is able to. Max Hemsey with the coverage for him. Owen McCarthy with a header to Wilson. Trying to find Mateo. Couldn't quite. Now Wilson has it on his foot.
There it is.
Tries to find Trevor. Knocked away. Bryce Lee with the foot.
Go ahead.
Ball's bouncing around. Jed with it on the outside for North Andover. Tries to hit number 8. Is that William? William, but doesn't quite make it. And Beverly's going to take a breath here and reload.
Just about 8 minutes left, or approaching 8 minutes left. 0-0.
To your point, Chris, about Trevor being moved up, showing that versatility. Coach DeLeon showing the confidence in the sophomore Mark Beatty in the back, and gives Trevor the opportunity to make us a little more dangerous in the front.
100%.
Ball's going to fall to Wilson.
There you go, buddy.
Wilson gets it to Trevor on cue. Back to Misha. Misha with a shot fake. Brings it across. Finds Ian Visnick in the middle. Takes a nice touch. Back to Paulo. Over to Mark. Mark, nice little trap. Finds Mateo. Nice step over move, and it's going to be a corner kick for Beverly.
I like that entire exchange there. Everybody was patient. They found their teammate, found their foot, and we have a good opportunity for a corner kick here. Looks like Misha's coming to take it. They're going to send Beatty far because Misha does have a big kick, so they did the last corner kick with Max, who got a header. So let's see what happens here.
Bryce Lee and Max Hemsey to avoid the jailbreak.
Who's there? No one's there. No one's
Wilson
home.
comes away with it. That holds up the counterattack. North Andover hits it to the middle. Ian Visnick takes it down beautifully. We have a North Andover player down. Referee will give a drop ball to Beverly now that he's on his feet. See if he's going to need a sub. It looks like he's walking it off.
I'm seeing a lot of kids on both teams. They're doing a lot of stretches. It looks like there's some cramping here.
Well, I don't think there's been a ton of substitutions on either side, Chris. These boys have logged a lot of minutes, and after an 18-game season,
these boys
fatigue becomes a factor. We've talked about it in the past, The MIAA is so rules conscious, but and safety conscious, but they fit this season into just so many weeks, and the kids just play so many matches in a row in a week. It's very taxing.
Yeah.
Bryce Lee goes for something long, but it's going to fall to the North Andover keeper.
All right, this ball's got to get right to Paulo. Paulo, bring it down to a teammate. I love it. We're going to find a streaking Wilson. He's going to put it back of the net. All right, my first call was wrong.
Well, the second ball. Here goes Wilson. Looked like it hit his hand to me.
Nice step by Misha right there.
He's looking for Mateo. Hits it off his chest, trying to get it over to Trevor.
Oh, here we go. See, now Trevor's got this throw in, which he can get it to the 6 on a throw in. I don't know if we necessarily need it here, but it's definitely doable. Oh, they're putting Wes back in for it.
Wes is coming in for Trevor, which I'd like to see Trevor in the box due to his offensive prowess. But
yeah, I would agree with that. But in coach we trust. Here we go, Wes.
Wes with the big throw. Wilson looking for it. There's a header.
It's
in! Beverly has scored! Mateo Bonanno has broken through for the Panthers with just under 5 minutes left.
The kid in North Andover just tackled Owen, who had the ball in his hand.
What high drama.
All sorts of control here.
So what we've seen there is the tactical substitution by Edgar DeLeon to bring in the sophomore Wesley Roberts, who possesses the best throw on the team. And the Mateo Bonanno gets his head on the ball, breaks through for the Panthers with under 5.
I don't know what.
And then I think afterwards, I don't know why Owen's picking up the ball there. North Andover takes exception to it. Rightfully so, taking exception to it, but throwing him to the pitch, I don't think is the right response there. The referees need to take charge. We have a timeout taken by North Andover.
Yeah,
Beverly has broken through, and this promises to be, if the scoreboard clock is correct, a very, very frantic final 4 minutes.
Yeah, this is going to be crazy. This would be absolutely crazy. Chris Roy, you got the time on the 4, right? Once they stop this clock, this is going to be an insane 4 minutes. Both teams are 130% charge up right now. A lot of adrenaline here. There was an actual tackle, and it was a nice tackle, but it was a tackle nonetheless, a football tackle. It was great form. I have no idea why Owen had the ball. He got confused. But here we go. Similar to last week, Beverly's got to put all 10 of their kids back. Andover's going to come over crazy, and they just got to be ready to take the punches, keep their composure, and play as tough as they are. 100%.
Composure is certainly the key, Chris. Defending is the strength of the Panthers. It has been all year. It's been finding that goal that they struggled for. So at this point of the season, they're going to have to execute with what they do best.
Yeah.
I hate to see them fall into a shell and play the last 4 minutes in their own half, which often happens when you drop everybody behind the ball. I'd like to see them be able to maintain some kind of possession and keep the ball forward.
So he said set the clock to 5 minutes, but they're not turning it on. I guess they're saying there's 5 minutes, or I guess they're suggesting there was a minute wasted with the post goal. I don't know about that, but either way, it doesn't matter.
Official time will be kept on the field. North Andover will be coming hard. That is for sure. The Panther faithful are on their feet trying to cheer their team, their schoolmates home, their classmates home
now,
to a preliminary round victory.
Do you drop Wilson back a little bit? Like, just have an extra number mixing up the middle of the body there, the middle of the field there?
I don't know. I would still like to see them defend higher.
Yeah.
I think that too many teams drop back, change what they're doing. Beverly defends well in the middle third of the field. Let's keep it there. Okay, here comes Owen.
Now he's got everybody on Beverly.
Leave the ball. Leave the ball there. That's going to be for Mark. Manage the clock. He should have left it. Anyhow. Okay, Mark Beatty with the throw-in.
Trying to go down.
Mark finds Paolo in the middle. Paolo advances it up. Beverly would like to maintain possession of this. They're backing off. Paolo with a little resistance. Max Hemsey with the step, advances it to Wilson De Leon. Yeah, Wilson on the outside, trying to keep it. North Andover intercepts the pass. I thought the official instructed the timekeeper not to run the clock. Ball goes up the side. Here comes Max Hemsey. He's going to use his body to shield it. He's hit from behind. It's going to be a goal kick, foul, whatever it is.
Give it a goal kick.
Scoreboard's back to 5 minutes and stopped. We think that roughly a minute has gone off of the final 5.
I learned my lesson from doing this 75 times in a row, and I have kept my phone going here, so we do have some idea of what of that 5 minutes is down. We're not even close to done, so we got a lot of soccer here.
Matt Roy will restart it. Launches the ball over the midfield, headed by North Andover. Mark Beattie steps in with a win. Headed by Mateo, falls to the feet of North Andover.
See, Wilson's
Bryce
limping.
Lee.
I would like to have fresh legs.
Oh, what a runs through him from behind. Wowzer, Bowser. Good job helping him up. Good sportsmanship shown by everybody. The boys on the field a little bit calmer than the fans and the announcers, or at least me. Owen's okay. It's going to be a free kick for the Panthers. It's going to be taken by Trevor. I'd love to see him just pass it to Bryce Lee and let Bryce Lee have the ball for a few seconds, but it looks like he's going to pound it down the field. He's looking for Wilson. Wilson gets up there, competes. It goes back to North Andover, who strikes the ball forward. Max Hemsey's there, wins the header. Over to West on the outside. West does a nice job of keeping it. Misha tries to advance it, but a little bit of a mishit. It's chipped over him and out, and it's going to be a Panther throw. Ball slammed down and discussed by a member of the North Andover contingent.
West got the throw. Oh, yeah, I like this because Wilson was limping. I wonder if he took a shot. Now we got Shane. Oh, look at that throw-in. There's Shane with some wheels here.
So Shane's going to have to pressure that. The ball's kicked over to the keeper. Shane's pressing. He knocks it down the field. Bryce Lee is there to defend. Mark Beattie has it and just flicks it ahead.
You know, it's good to see the minutes Mark has played, particularly when Trevor came out hurt.
Well, Chris, he's done a nice job all year since coming up from the junior varsity squad. Trevor's in there now. Mark, that's going to be no foul.
Oh,
I'm not sure
good step by
why.
Trevor there.
Injured player is William Slayton. William appears to be okay. He is holding his head.
They're not calling a foul.
I don't know why. I have to be 100% honest with you, Chris. That was a foul. He ran through his back. But that,
I don't think anyone saw it.
Well, certainly not the referee.
Yeah.
The North Andover players saw it.
They did.
Shane Barker gets a foot on it. Ian in there with a foot on it.
Now we
going to have a little bit of pressure there. Here comes West. The ball's hit to Matty Roy. It's going to go down for a goal kick, and Matt will be in no rush.
That was a good step by West there. You don't want North Andover to have anything easy, nothing open. You need them to have a shot, and there has to be at least 4 Panthers in their way between the shot and Matty Roy.
Matt Roy ready to put it back in play. Nice, strong goal kick towards Paulo, who gets the win. Shane in there, too. We got another North Andover player down. Misha, no head ball, puts a foot into it. He hits it up the side. Is West going to be able to get that? He battles, and that is a throw-in for North Andover body. It's going to be a foul. Called a foul. Okay, that's just.
If I'm Beverly, I'm kicking it as far as I can to the football practice field because they have no ball boys on that side. How's that for smarts, huh?
I like that. Beverly's going to have to defend here. The ball's coming in. The ball bounces in the air. We got a header. We got a foot. We got a header, we got a ball, and North Andover has it. This is going to be treble. He just dove on the ball. The ball's away. Here's a shot.
He just got kicked.
Everybody looking
trying to see. They got a step. Here comes E. All right, we got to reset here.
Here comes the ball.
North Andover, dangerous ball.
I think that North Andover was looking for a penalty awarded on that, Chris. We had contact on the box. I also thought the player who was on the ground might have reached out with his arm and got it. There was a whole flurry of activity. Everybody on the field, all 22 players, trying to help the referees officiate the game, as well as the sidelines and the stands. But right now,
we're at 5 minutes.
The man who matters says this is a goal kick for Beverly. Matt Roy will put it in play.
Blow that
whistle.
There's
a nice long ball. Going to go to North Andover. They get the win. Beverly looking to win it back. North Andover has it. Falls to Paolo. Paolo. There is the final whistle.
Wow.
Your number 35 seed Beverly Panthers has been resilient. They have come with their next clean sheet. They've come with their next clean sheet. And the boys are celebrating.
Paolo with a cartwheel.
Paolo with a cartwheel. The Beverly faithful are on their feet. And this is certainly a signature win for the visiting Panthers against a very, very tough opponent in the hometown Scarlet Knights of North Andover. A bitter defeat for North Andover. Those boys played their heart out, but it was a header off a throw-in from Wes Roberts, finished by Matteo Bonanno to send the fans into delirium with just under 5 minutes to go.
Unbelievable. I got to tell you, this is the exact win that Beverly, I mean, this was as stylistically Beverly as possible. I mean, gritty on defense, Matty Roy, of course, and just that throw-in play. They used Wes. You said it was a strategic move on Edgar, and Matteo finds his head on the ball, which is nearly impossible for that keeper to get. And then they just locked it down the last 5 minutes. Unbelievable play by both teams, but that is such a Beverly win. I love it.
I'll submit, Chris, on the 7th clean sheet of the season, that was perhaps the best defensive effort that Beverly put out, because we did not find ourselves saying that Matt Roy saved the day. He did not have to make an over-the-top, acrobatic, save-the-team save. He was solid as always, positioned his wall well, distributed the ball, made the plays. And our hometown Panthers live to play, ironically, against the team that they scrimmage every year in preseason. We've sat there for a lot of years in the heat of the August sun, watching the St. John's Prep Eagles and the Beverly Panthers play in a meaningless tune-up. It won't be meaningless on Saturday, Chris, as the Panthers have made the round of 32 for the 2nd consecutive year and will face off against the number 3 ranked neighbor in neighboring Danvers, the St. John Prep Eagles.
Fantastic soccer, Al. Love doing this with you tonight.
I don't know if we're going to be lucky again to call any more of these games, Chris Hemsey and Chris Roy, but it's been great working with you guys. Big shout out to Robert Dokes and all the folks at BevCam for setting up this road broadcast to see the signature win as the boys come over to get their cheers and accolades from the student body and parents. And I got to tell you, it's well deserved for the boys. Signature win for Coach De Leon, Coach Rep, and the staff.
That's awesome.
Okay, we'll leave you with the footage of the celebration. This is Al Visnick along with Chris Hemsey and Chris Roy on the camera, signing out for the BevCam Sports Network. Thank you for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your night.
Peace, everybody.